What is up, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. Today's video, I like to talk about barefoot shoes, and more specifically, barefoot shoes for children. These are all the shoes that my oldest son has been wearing, so let's talk about that. But before we dive into that, let's talk about what's wrong with the modern adult shoe. So this is a mild representation, this is a Nike of the modern shoe. And there are 4 things wrong with this one. The first thing is the elevated heel, which makes sure that your foot is never flat on the ground, so it compromises your foot positioning. So your calf is going to be tighter and you're going to put more pressure on the forefoot. Speaking of the forefoot, you also see that it's wider at the base of the toes and narrower as the toes progress. Now, that's not how healthy feet look. Healthy feet are widest at the outside of the toe. So basically, we're pressing our big toe inwards. If we look at baby feet are the most uncompromised feet you can see, and that is a beautiful example of how adult feet should look like. You see that that big toe is really flaring outwards. You really see that if they plant their foot on the ground, it's spread out, it's strong, it's solid. Even though if they're a toddler and they're wonky all over the place, you still see that that foot is solid. Next to that, this shoe has arch support. And with arch support, the problem with this is that it makes your arch muscles weak because they rely on the support. Also, this shoe has a toe lift, and as toe lift, make sure that your feet is also not flat on the ground, so it's also going to alter foot mechanics. Let's dive into what I did for my children and how we progressed them into barefoot shoes. Now, the most important thing to keep in mind is that children do not need shoes if they cannot walk. If you want to keep your baby feet warm, put them socks on, but there's no need for shoes. Keep your children as long as possible barefoot, because a bare foot is going to be much more susceptible to the environment. It's going to feel a lot better. So that is basically the number one thing. Now, obviously, as we transition into winter, and if winters are cold like they are here in Belgium, you want to have some protection around the foot. And once your children start walking, what we did was we got these leather type of shoes. And these are from the brand called Barrookie. You can see it here. And we really want to have these because they are made out of leather and they don't dictate the shape of the foot. They let the foot do whatever it is, and they're only there for protection. And that's basically what a child needs. Look, the shoe is flat. It has even a leather sole. So we had a lot of talk with the daycare where they said, yeah, these are not good shoes. There's not enough support. The children are not going to develop properly. And we were like, heck no, we are staying with these ones until he cannot wear them anymore. And unfortunately, these only go up to size 22. So yeah, we got only 2 pair of these for our young son. He did great in them. His feet could develop very nicely. So all of a sudden, he grew out of these ones and we had to look for shoes. And we were desperate. We went to stores and we couldn't really find what we wanted. So people said, hey, there's a shoe specialty store, go to there. And the shoes we were sold were these ones here. They said, this is perfect for toddlers. This is like a good support for the ankle, so they're very solid in there. There's some arch support, so it can really have a good strong development of the feet, and they are like rock solid. You see, like this shoe doesn't even want to budge. And we bought the shoes, and as I left the store, I felt myself breaking down. I was like, gosh, we just want our children to be healthy with all the knowledge that we have, and still we bought the shoe that's completely different to what we wanted. So he wore this shoe for about a week. My heart was breaking seeing him wearing this shoe because it was everything that I didn't want for my son. So I threw them away. Boom, 140 euros. I know, down the drain. I went to the Vivo Barefoot website and I found these ones. This is everything I wanted. A flat shoe, no arch support, and a white toe box. Look at that. This is a shoe that you want your children to grow up in. And eventually he grew out of them and we bought another pair of Vivo Barefoot shoes. Boom. So this is what he's wearing right now. Well, not right now because I have them here. But I was also scared because I didn't want my son to grow up in clown shoes and being bullied or anything. And obviously he's 2.5. Obviously he's not going to be bullied now. But I really want to have nice looking shoes that are still going to be supportive for his growth and also give him the right tools for his feet to develop properly. And I think these look very nice. These look like a modern shoe. This is looking like something you want your child to wear. And maybe in the future, he would want to go the route of sneakers or whatever, and then he's going to wear these type of shoes and be like, hey, this is not good for my feet. My feet are strong and wide and agile, and I feel like this is not good. So I hope he's going to discard these type of shoes immediately and come back to whatever brand there's out there to his likings. So yeah, I think it's so important that our children grow up strong, especially if we have the knowledge now that the type of shoe that everyone's wearing right now is absolutely not okay for our feet, for development of our feet. So don't get your children into shoes that is too supportive. Get shoes that are having less support so that you let their feet develop and let them be strong in the process. For children, you can go cold turkey, in my opinion, like start them out with barefoot shoes. Unfortunately, for adults who have been wearing other type of shoes, deforming type of shoes for the past like 20, 30, 40 years, it's going to be more difficult to transition out of them. That's absolutely true. You have to be gradual with it. You can't just go to a zero drop and go to a wide toe box. You're going to have all kinds of issues, and that's something that I realized. Barefoot shoes are nice, but nothing beats going barefoot. So if at all, if my son comes home, the shoes get thrown out and he is going barefoot, that's so much better than wearing shoes. So yeah, this is my 2 cents on going barefoot for children, and this is the route we have been taking and which we will be taking with our daughter as well, which is now starting to walk, and she's wearing these ones now. They look more like boy shoes, but who cares? Put some pink socks on it and it's for a girl. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace.